We've got number one Alpha in there. We've got Wills. We've got Multi. We've got everybody just contributing to this fantastic and, in my opinion, unrivaled series of events. And if you got into Smash during this online era in the past year or so, if you're thinking, when we can, of course, of traveling to the UK to try and see what some of the talent is like, you want not just events, but, you know, prime experiences that show you what we're about, look no further than what Team Regen are doing, because they are unparalleled in every kind of event right now. And speaking of unparalleled, we are going to get some crazy set in losers finals as we see A switching back to the Mii Gunner. The first time we've seen this in top 8 so far.
Yeah, the Yoshi is gone and the Mii Gunner has come out to play. Of course, facing off against Robin's tried and tested Peach.
Yeah, so Mii Gunner is definitely more of a difficult matchup for Peach, despite the fact that she's got these crazy combos. Outside of that float, her mobility is actually not that great. And when she's suffering with this sort of barrage of projectiles, it's going to be really hard for her to get in. Obviously, once she does, it's child's play. But managing to get past the onslaught is the 80% of the challenge. And
Absolutely.
A is going to do such a good job of, trying to keep her out, trying to keep these stocks, relatively harm-free.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can see already from the very beginning, we're just about a minute into the match. And, Robin not only has lost the stock, but, they took about 140% before that stock was lost. They were just getting hit by every single projectile. They've really got to try and find a way in right now. That forward air obviously connecting, doing its bits right now. But, Robin needs to find a few more opportunities. That counter, not going to do it just yet. Good patience on A to, not get hit by anything.
Yeah, and A is doing a really, really good job of that. Even in these moments where he's sort of feeling the pressure from Peach, he's, apart from that instant, but like he's generally picking the right option to get out of that pressure. And it's really tempting to sort of get hit by one thing and then drop shield or jump away. But, A is taking a moment to be a little bit patient and then picking that perfect spot to just get out of the corner, roll away, reset to neutral, because neutral is so much easier for Mii Gunner in this matchup than it is for Peach, the poor thing.
Yeah, absolutely. But, Robin doing an excellent job right now of actually still able to, sort of being patient when they need to be. But, using those turnips and her good mobility as well to find her way in through all of these projectiles and doing an excellent job compared to that first stock right now.
Yeah, the matchup has definitely, or rather the match itself has definitely become a lot more even compared to the beginning. It seems like Robin is beginning to work out, the sort of pattern and the momentum of the projectiles that are being fired at her and picking those moments wisely to try and get in. And then she's doing such a good job of, trying to suffocate A when he can't just throw out these projectiles. She's too close.
Absolutely. It's almost as if, RobinGG is playing through a bullet hell right now, and she's doing an excellent job, of getting through all of that. Peach just finding that kill. So now let's see what Robin can do. They do have the lead. Getting a good little setup started there, but going to be met with the up smash.
Yeah, that was a really lovely parry from A, and it's, a shame, but catching a drift on the way down, that being such a long-lasting hitbox, and all you need is that final hit for the stock to be secure, and it is one stock a piece right now. A with his back to the corner, although not quite the worst position for Mii Gunner. You definitely prefer center stage at 75%.
Yeah, and RobinGG is not slowing down at all, holding on to this ledge, and unfortunately that turnip actually giving A chance to recover, but Robin just returning them back to where they came from right now. That's not slowing down in the slightest. 149%. Can Robin find the final hit that they need? This is going to be a down throw. They go for an up air, and a second one is the one that connects. And Robin takes the first game.
Just a really, we've been mentioning this word a lot, but just suffocating.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Doing an excellent job. And I really liked that mix-up at the end where Robin, I think for the first time, tried to call out like a high recovery or jumping over the stage to get back to center, because we've seen a lot from Robin that they go for these sort of turnip throws and then sort of elect more for a ledge trap situation. But the fact that Robin sort of not only did that DI mix-up to sort of put him at a very weird angle, but then chased him all the way up there with the up end, knowing that it would have been enough to seal the stock. You know, saving these really clutch mix-ups just for the moments where they matter.
Yeah, absolutely. Just brilliant stuff from Robin there as he is able to take that first game. Of course, you know, going into game 2, there is still a long set ahead of us, Joycey. So still time for A to make that comeback, especially now that they get to choose this stage that they would like to go to as well.
Yeah, and there is also the question of whether they're going to stick with the Mii Gunner. It looks like they are for the time being. I do think this is definitely better for Mii Gunner than potentially it is for Yoshi, but it's not awful for the little guy, so I think we are going to... Oh,
Oh, God, what is
that?
That is... Oh, God. I think I honestly would have preferred the actual Sans head on there.
I was going to say, you know, you take something... Look at his eyes!
Oh, God. They become so big!
That's dreadful. Okay, back to the match, because I'm going to...
It's just a face of pure terror whenever he gets hit. Oh, my God.
Yeah, so there is also the question of whether this is a different... I believe this is also like a slightly different... Oh my God, where's your shield going, son? Where is your shield going? It's really good that I believe... So A has got 2 different Mii movesets underneath their belt. So even though, you know, you would think, oh, well, it's the same character, I can just, you know, space the same and respect things the same way. They have got those 2 different sets so that you've got to, you know, still mix up on the fly, but not mix up too much where you're going to start, you know, spacing for things that aren't there, if you understand.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you said, you know, of course, you know, A isn't, you know, locked into any particular moveset, you know, with Mii Gunner. You know, they can opt for different kind of styles. And that's actually what makes the Mii so unique, actually, that you can potentially just be facing what feels like an entirely new character because they've changed up their moves.
Yeah, I do like the charge shot option on Mii Gunner for this matchup, given the fact that a lot of the time Robin is going to be, you know, obviously mixing up, trying to get those, sort of keep close and get those kills, but the fact that they can, you know, A's got an option if they're going really far away and trying to pull a turnip. So Robin has now got to really think about any time that they commit at any point on the stage, as opposed to sort of having those free moments to breathe when pulling a turnip.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, A doing a really good job in this match so far. You know, already racking up 75% damage onto Robin's second stock, and he's just not slowing down. You know, this change of moveset already proving quite effective, especially in combination with the flatter stage of FD.
Yeah, and A's got to be careful not to get too complacent in this situation, given the fact that this is very similar to how Game 1 started, and if you look at the score, you can see how it ended. But the aerial's trading there, and A all the way across the stage. But if you're living at 170% every single stock against Peach, then I feel like you're doing a pretty good job.
Oh, and I absolutely loved that entire sequence from Robin there. You know, not only the patience with the forward air there, but also the side beat as well to take an extremely early stock away from A. And we're almost seeing a repeat of Game 1, where A looked so good, so comfortable for so long, and then suddenly Robin just, you know, put the gear into full motion, you know, just really just, you know, put their foot to the pedal and did not slow down, and they are looking so good right now to potentially take this game too.
Yeah, and I have to talk about Robin's tech chasing once again. Their tech chases with float are a criminal. They are ridiculous. There was I'd say about 60% that was on A just came from one tech chase. And we're going to see a gentle float down.
Yeah, just going to float down to the death, you know.
Nice,
moment of calm.
Breather.
But then we're back to the full force of this game. You know, we only had a moment of pause there, but you know, Robin again just not slowing down. They do go for that up smash there. Not gonna get it just yet, but you can see they're really going for this. You know, they really want this final hit.
Yeah, and I do really like the use of Toad there to sort of counteract any projectiles. Forward smash not gonna quite manage, and a lovely charge shot just to say, hey, this is my ledge. And then Peach is like, well, is it though? Is it your ledge or is it mine? Game's two.
Absolutely, and as you say, yes, that is looking so good for Robin right now. You know, winning that game too. They're one away from making it into grand finals.
Yeah, this is it's a really difficult position for A to be in, and they're going straight back into it. I don't think the change of moveset was necessarily the problem. I do think that it worked a bit better in that matchup, but we saw on that first stock that, you know, they were living to 170% and racking up damage and racking up damage. And then suddenly Robin just clicked and got some early kills and then just ran with it. Robin's momentum is frightening to witness, and I can imagine it's even more frightening to play against, as A is finding out the hard way right now in this game 3.
Absolutely, it's just like an absolute train, you know, as soon as Robin gets started, it does not stop. And the damage is like immeasurable, you know, it's just so painful. Oh, you do see them go for that side B there, and they were so close to hitting that.
Yeah, that would have been, again, a real sort of momentum breaker for A, and quite demoralizing as well. When you're sort of getting read that hard with a move like that, it can be really sort of challenging to your mentality going into the future stocks, because, you know, you're just trying to recover and somebody's actually gone for side B off stage against you. And, you know, particularly when you're at this point where not only have you got to get around these options, but you've got to do this in 3 more games to be able to get the set. It's a very uphill battle, that Bob-omb. Oh no.
Absolutely. I mean, I think Lady Luck is shining down on Robin right now. Yeah, we do see that bomb. It didn't connect, but oh my gosh, things are looking nice for them right now. They've taken the stock away from A. I think A is really kind of just struggling to slow down this momentum. Here is the Fable Peach combos that we see so often. You know, 66% already on that second stock. As you say, Joyce, you know, Robin's momentum, when he gets started, he does not stop. He hits like an absolute truck.
Yeah, and it definitely feels like Robin has got more of a grasp on A's defensive habits as well. They're catching these rolls in quite a lot. They're sort of pressuring A in the corner and then sort of waiting for their option and then responding accordingly. That whole 66% started off as like one tech chase, and then just a few rolls later, you've suddenly taken all of this damage.
Oh my gosh, but it's the up B connects, and that takes A off the top blast zone there. And I mean, this is just looking so good for Robin right now. You have, if you were him, you'd have to be feeling it right now. You know, victory is within your grasp.
Yeah, that just, again, just such a call out as well. Robin would have been so vulnerable if A had gone low, and potentially could have lost a stock, potentially could have taken so much percent, lost all stage control, edge guard position, you name it, that could have happened. But Robin being like, I know what you want right now, and I'm going to pull the trigger, and I'm going to make you work if you want a resemblance of a chance at a reverse 3-0.
Absolutely, and Joycey, we've said it so many times, this man lost in pools. He has been in losers throughout all of it, you know, and now he is so close to making it into loser side grand finals. One final hit will be all that he needs to make it there, and he gets the back air, and he takes the game, and RobinGG goes into grand finals loser side with a 3-0 victory.
That last sequence, the sheer pressure of RobinGG all the way to seal that stock, just ludicrous. And this loser's run is still alive.
It's nothing short of iconic right now. I said it before, I said it when he beat Tarek, but is there anyone that can stop this man right now? Is there anyone? Can Jaka do it?
Yep, Jaka is the only person that can answer that question right now. Jaka, you know, had a little bit of a break from playing. I don't know whether they've kept warming up, whether, you know, I do know that Isabel can be a little bit tricky for Peach, but Robin making a run like this is, you know, bad matchups are nothing but an inconvenience at best.
Yeah, that is exactly what Robin is proving. You know, it's a 3-0 victory, especially after how that first game was going, is blowing my mind right now. Robin is carrying so much momentum, and it's just not stopping.